second down. Looking downfield, it's shot. A shot toward the end zone. Welcome, everyone, to Louisville, Kentucky, and we may be in the bluegrass state. The blue is the color to avoid if you love the homestanding Louisville Cardinals. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the state pit. As we'll see, the number 10 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Louisville Cardinals. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the returner will be brought down. On first down, here comes this offense. Fires complete. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Nice job there, and good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Got it behind the line. It's Perkins. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perkins. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He lobs one high down the left side. He is lucky to get that one back. And the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Well, the offense is in that fringe area. This is a place where a lot of coordinators like to take shots. They tried one there, just weren't able to come up.
On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. The Cardinals with the 1st and 10. They're going to run it. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play. Rules to change for the first down.
I'm amazed by this offense. This is how you set the tone for a game. Running, throwing on the opening drive, driving right down the field. You just run to set yourself up now in 1st and goal.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
King on the defense. Comes off the ball like that. Runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes in it.
On second down, looking again to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Louisville! A great catch and run for 6.
You know this offensive coordinator shorts his own 10, 15 plays. You didn't even need that. They went 9 plays, scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like they're all going to shoot this game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. He's going to pass. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this, but not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Coming out early, being a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this because if you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum. All the short passing is the offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up right away.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page.
I know it's sexy to throw the ball, but you can pound it away and get these kind of gains. They will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now he just flat and over it. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Man, they have got a weapon in his offense right there, running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs are wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
Give to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
This offensive line better figure out a plan to listen to tackle. It's tough to block with one guy. When they start double teaming him, he's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that.
He's looking to throw. On a little time, lets it go. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Lions on the move. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. The critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. They convert. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Wide out in motion. The give to the back. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous. The defense did a good job getting him down there, but they got to do a great job game tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. They make the stop, and that's how the 1st quarter will end.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, Louisville 7, Penn State 0.
close enough to smell the goal line. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
Bringing the extra beef. It's a goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to make you stronger at the point of attack and push you around. And the running back does the rest of the
And he puts through the extra point. All tied up and just about set to take it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rep. Oh, look out! He's at the 30. Inside the 10. And the defense couldn't come out, and then he took it all away. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. They big, long touchdown. That's
Kicking away after scoring the touchdown. So much for the touchback. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback.
State offense will take over.
Again, the Lions going back to work on offense now. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on your heels.
He was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down.
That quarterback is a hose. That dude could throw through a car wash and not get wet. Great job of putting that ball on the line to his wide receiver.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision. With big bodies there. And he stopped getting the 1st down.
Nice breakdown there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find the ball, be comfortable in contact. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the game.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun to give, looking for room. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And Steven to the run. A lot of teams that are really good are really stopping, and they continue to run the football. The success of this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. A little too much on that, but just out of his reach.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting a quick throw. Everybody to dug their heel on the ground. They bring down the ball. First thing completion.
A couple of yards short of the 1st down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they gambled in their own.
Tight end.
Over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
And this offense is usually to be aggressive. So once you start getting to the field, you see most offenses be aggressive. And they took their chance, and they failed now. Early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field. first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. A quick out. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go in the rain. An array of possibilities here. They're looking at it thrown down and short from the 33. The pitch. 20, he's got space. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge game. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Easy.
Here's the handoff. He's there to make the stop.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here.
Here we go.
Goes to the option. Quick toss. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Going right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Eyeballs on your game, guys, and if you want this interesting matchup as well. Oregon State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Beavs have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Coyotes. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Ball in the air, intercepted. And with the interception, they'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cardinals! These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt that defense is scoring. Your offense is scoring. Good things happening in your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
No good.
Oh, and it hits the left upright. No good.
That's the score.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Running out of time here in the first half. They do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on the screen. Down in the game's obviously a lot of football left, Dave. This drive, in this 2-minute situation, the best players got to touch it.
And this can get into the pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half now with all those scores and stuff. The pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball hit the 25. Here's the snap, etching to fire downfield. Get it out on the screen. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Ball
being a heat-seeking missile. He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
From the gun, running back on the move. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Timeout, Penn State.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And after finishing off one drive with a field goal, they'll try it again. This time a 47-yard drive. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out of the board. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. Bounces through the end zone. It's touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. It's going back to work on offense now. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive, right? Because obviously this offense hasn't had everything go right in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
After 43. 1st down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big kickoff and a 1st down for this offense.
I'll tell you, I know they're losing the game. It's only the first half, but this offense, obviously, they've spent some time practicing 2-minute throughout the week. You can see they're really in rhythm, they're really in focus, and they're attacking the right areas of the field in order to try to maintain as much life as possible.
To the air on 1st down. Quick strike complete. Across the 25. He's got room. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Penn State.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he only has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return.
14.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Handoff to the lone back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get 1 more snap before the half. The give to the back. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
On the set.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Louisville 26, Penn State 14.
And the Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return to the 42. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Freshman trying to take a shot, but just a little too much on it.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver and falls out.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Looking to throw. That's caught. It's safe. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down. They're down to the 42.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Trying to find his man on first down. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds.
And just understand where you're at with that rush. You're supposed to step down. Check that sideline so I can try to find the catch. Nice job. Nice catch. Nice catch.
Trying play action. Finds his big tight end. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball is going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
A nice job by the defense there attacking the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game. In a lot of different situations that time. Perfect coverage. A nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to go with that trip to the house.
And it's not an accident or a feature of this guy. His second receiving touchdown in the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball, so you can beat damage and have games like this right here.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Coastal Carolina has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there on the surf turf in Conroe. They're up by 12 over Texas State. For now, expect you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one, Kevin? We'll be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the ground, took it back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. Really good vision there. Just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive moments.
They go to the ground. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Stop that is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. Right now, they got to go on the ground. The defense is going to change something up. Little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Unloads it left. And defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
Love the third down call, throwing the angle route to your back, working one-on-one against that defender. Easy pitch and catch for the first.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
We're talking about making it easy for an offensive coordinator to pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He's looking for a man on second down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. This time, he's got his man. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 12.
Quarterback's ability to read is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football quickly in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job right there.
Yeah, he's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown in the end zone. You got to
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop on the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. There's certainly still a hill to climb, and they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on this last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Breaking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to move it through the air. He makes the catch. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Lost to throw on first down. He lost one down the sideline. And they dial up the shot play, and they couldn't make the connection.
Great job on that. Always say deep to shallow, deep to shallow. Don't give up a big play. Great job on the DBs. Seeing the football over the break run and make sure the wide receiver doesn't get a big play.
Now on second down.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run the RPO in. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. 1 quarter to go, and Mike, we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish.
With the silver, Louisville, 33, Penn State, 28.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win this game.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Makes the catch. It's Perkins. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they got enough for the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Quarterback will audible. From the gun, the running back has it. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown Cardinals. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
That tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae. Making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they'll stop him at the 16. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He wants to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he has a solid gain on the way before sliding. The Nittany Lions want to break the tempo.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions.
Gonna take a shot. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unleashes one. And he's brought down after a nice game. The Nittany Lions have for the 1st and 10. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. It's complete. And he's down after making the grab. Picked up there to help him dig out of the hole, but still supposed to do it again. 1st down. On the set on 3rd down. turning it on
towards the
their pickup
sideline.
and moving the sticks for a first down.
Out of bounds.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. We saw a nice completion on that.
He wants to go deep. Makes the catch. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Number 18.
Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens. Get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, on the side.
Playing the analytics here, you go for two. Looking to throw. And that ball is picked off.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. Louisville 40.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick it off.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
They got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Now the offense will try to run out the clock with the lead. Off the play fake on first down. Zings it complete to the right. That's the 35. He slips. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Quickly to the tight end. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They finally make the stop at the big line. It's ready to move those sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Gets it past the marker. All kinds of running room. And he ran away from the ground and he'll take it in. Touchdown, they put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown run.
46. 34.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And this will be it. Complete a big hit there for the second down.
And that's your goal, separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there, and really give him something to think about. Physical
mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach them on. At this point, I think if you're a head coach, you're just trying to see what your guys are on the plate.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final this week? What we talk about all the time, coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Quarterback now breaking the field. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the winning
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're running a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Wide open downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with the first down.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them. It was a 2-minute situation late in the game, but you drive off to a good start. Get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This guy must feel like he's running a little buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here on the court.
They were on the move, but two straight incompletions had him staring at third and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Deep shot for the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, they're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So the best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is complete. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now completely different, almost the polar opposite of what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is